Hallo, willkommen zurück bei The Cat Lady. Ja, wir werden jetzt mit der Krankenschwester sprechen. Nein, nur ein Traum wie der andere oder ja, ein wirklich schlimmer. Oder ignorieren. Ich sag mal, ja, ein wirklich schlimmer.
A really bad one.
I knew it. I could see as soon as I came in the room that you were having a nightmare. I guess I shouldn't have woken you up. What was it about?
Ich wurde lebendig verbrannt. Ich kann mich nicht erinnern. Es geht sie nichts an. Aber ich bin
I was burnt alive.
Actually, it reminds me of something that happened the other day. There was this woman on the emergency unit, and she really wanted to smoke, you know? But they wouldn't let her, of course. She wasn't well at all, not just injured, but not right in the head. She was on 10 litres of oxygen through the face mask. She had to stay in bed, she was told. But she wouldn't listen, of course, and as soon as they'd left, she lit up a fag. The whole room went up in flames, and so did she. That's just me and my big gob. Typical. I never know when to shut up.
Doch, ist
It's
das
just like
aufmunternd.
that sometimes, isn't it?
Wie war doch gleich Ihr Name?
What was your name again?
I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? I always do that. So sorry, Susan. My name is Elizabeth. But you can call me Liz, like everyone else.
You're here a lot. Every time I open my eyes, I see you.
They make auxiliaries do crazy hours here. Seriously, I feel like I've got no life sometimes. I'll be here till the morning. To be honest, I keep coming here to hide. Please don't give me away. I just want to rest my legs for 2 minutes, that's all.
Mir doch bekannt vor. Was ist mit mir geschehen?
What happened to me?
Well, how much do you remember?
I took some pills, and I fell asleep in the chair. I remember how the room kept spinning around me slowly. I felt so calm, and then...
Plötzlich war ich auf einem Gerstenfeld. Bin hier aufgewacht und sah sie. Oh, ich nehme
all
das.
of a sudden, I was on the field of barley. It was great at first. I felt happy. I was free. But it soon got worse. There was this tunnel, but there was no light at the end of it, only darkness. Then I got lost in the woods. There was my dead body hanged on the tree, a burning car, and a crow, and a deer. I heard something behind the trees, but I didn't dare to look. Then I found the house. The old woman who lived there, I think she was Death. Or maybe she was the devil. I'm not sure. She said they call her the Queen of Maggots. She said I should go back, gave me another chance. And so, here I am. Weird dream, eh?
Maybe it wasn't a dream. I really believe in that sort of stuff. It's not impossible.
It felt real, but it was just a dream. Can you now tell me who found me and what happened?
Well, your body went into a coma. You were lucky she came home and found you. I told you that before.
What? Who found me?
Your daughter, of course. She called an ambulance. If it wasn't for her, you'd sure be dead now, Susan.
My daughter?
Yes. Why? Why'd you look so pale all of a sudden? Susan?
I don't have a daughter. Whoever she is, she lied.
But why would she do that?
How should I know? I was in a coma, apparently.
So she lied. It doesn't change the fact that you owe her your life.
I was fine. I didn't ask for any help. Sorry.
Ob die liebe Krankenschwester mal den Eimer entfernen könnte vor ihrem Mund oder was auch immer. Dann bin ich schon hier.
How long have I been here?
I was told you arrived at the hospital at 7 in the evening. You had a cardiac arrest in the ambulance. They had to resuscitate you. Your heart stopped beating for nearly a minute, but they managed to bring you back. You went to the intensive care unit where they gave you a dose of antidote and pumped your stomach. As soon as your condition was stable, they brought you on this ward. It's called Dime Ward. I call it Die Ward because all the patients who come here want to die. It's a suicide watch unit. That's why it's so strict. You have to be careful. Nurses here are trigger happy with the sedatives.
Wann werden sie mich nach Hause gehen lassen?
When will they let me go home?
I'm not sure. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow. Look, I shouldn't say that, but you seem like a nice person. I feel like I should warn you. There's this doctor here. They call him Dr. X. He's a chief of psychiatry in this hospital. You won't be able to go home until he's talked to you, and he's really good at getting into your head. You know what I'm saying? He will ask you a lot of tricky questions. But he's a really great guy. You should trust him.
Erzähl mir sie mehr über diesen Doktor.
Tell me more
X.
about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman, but everyone just calls him Dr. X. He comes on the ward often, usually late in the afternoon or in the evening. I personally really like him, but you hear all sorts of stories in a place like this, you know. I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. Some doctors won't even say hello to you, but Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see I'm not happy here. He actually offered me some free weekly sessions. I think I might take him up on his offer.
What are they saying about him?
Oh yeah, they say he's a big flirt. Nurses, cleaners, patients. He doesn't care, as long as they're wearing a skirt. One girl I knew, Linda, I heard they had an affair. Stupid girl. Well, she left, and I never saw her again. Now why do you think that is? Dr. X got her knocked up. They covered it up and quietly got rid of her. Probably paid her some money. I don't know how these things work, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now. But I can't really say a bad word about him, personally. Well, one thing. Maybe. Don't laugh, okay? He's got a weird smell.
What do you mean?
He smells funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad aftershave. Or maybe it's something he eats.
Oh, thanks for the warning. I'll try not to get too close to him.
Now that I think about it, there's something else too. I'll tell you this, Susan. He starts talking to you, and you just open up and tell him everything. It's very odd. I don't exactly hide things from people, but he got some really private stuff out of me. Really private. You know what I mean? Things I wouldn't tell my mother about. And we haven't even started those sessions yet. So, be prepared for that.
Sure, but it's a bit too late for me to hide how I feel now anyway. I think I made it very clear when I swallowed those pills.
Okay. Haben Sie meine Tochter gesehen?
Did you see this daughter of mine?
No, sorry, Susan. Apparently she came in the ambulance with you, but then she remembered something and had to go. I think someone mentioned she went in quite a hurry.
Of course she did. She was worried I'd ask her what she was doing in my flat.
Saving your life?
Do I really have to give her a benefit of the doubt just because of that?
One would assume so. That girl is a hero. Maybe real heroes always leave before their identity is revealed.
Or she was a burglar, attempting to steal from me.
That's a possibility too. Have you got anything very precious in your flat?
Maybe.
Okay, erzählen Sie mehr über sich.
Tell me something more about yourself.
Me?
Neben Jennifer Lopez Verschnitt.
I'm a nobody. I'm just a hard-working girl. We all have to pay our bills somehow, right? I rent a room not far from here. There are 2 other girls living in the house. One is an auxiliary nurse, like me. She's always sick. The other one is a stripper. At least I think so. She's never home at night.
Maybe she works at night, like you.
Yeah, but I don't leave for work wearing red stockings and heels, do I?
No, you're right. You're a real nurse, not some man's fantasy of one.
I used to do all that for my boyfriend. You know, dress up as a sexy nurse and all. Well, I did it just once, really. He didn't like it that much. He didn't like me that much either. Broke up with me last Valentine's Day. Of all the days, he chose that one, eh? He never told me why, but I don't care anymore.
Das ist übrigens sehr gemein, wenn man nicht sagt, warum. Und auch noch am Valentinstag. Boah. Sorry, falls das jetzt nochmal dasselbe ist.
Tell me more about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier
Mist.
Zellman, but everyone
Okay.
just calls him Dr. X. He comes on the ward often, usually late in the afternoon or in the evening. I personally really like him, but you hear all sorts of stories in a place like this, you know. I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. Some doctors won't even say hello to you, but Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see I'm not happy here. He actually offered me some free weekly sessions. I think I might take him up on his offer.
What are they saying about him?
Oh yeah, they say he's a big flirt. Nurses, cleaners, patients. He doesn't care, as long as they're wearing a skirt. One girl I knew, Linda, I heard they had an affair. Stupid girl.
Ja.
Well, she left, and I never saw her again.
Ich kann es leider nicht
Why do you
überspringen,
think
ne?
Dr. X, I don't know how these things work, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now.
Okay,
But I
Entschuldigung.
can't
Ich habe rausgefunden,
What do you mean?
dass ich auf der Leertaste es überspringen kann. Ja,
I don't
ja.
agree, and we haven't. So, be prepared.
Sure. I think I made it very clear when I swallowed the...
Okay, Gott sei Dank.
I'm
Ich habe schon
tired.
Angst gehabt.
Let me sleep now.
Fine. I'll see you again.
So, eine Labertasche.
Trust here, Susan. They will be watching you.
How do I know you're not one of them?
You don't. But do I really look like a bad person to you?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I'll see you tonight. Remember what I said. Dreams are just dreams. But when they turn into nightmares, it's good to have someone there to pinch your arm and wake you up. Right?
So den Arm dann zerfleischen, so.
We'll start with a little chat about your childhood. I want you to be as honest as possible. It's
Ganz sicher nicht.
important if we want to get to the bottom of your problem. Count to 10 and tell me when you're ready, Susan.
Ja, ich bin schon bereit. Bereit zu sprechen.
This isn't all about whether you're nuts or not, like we said before. It's about finding what has caused how you're feeling now and creating a working solution.
In China ist
In
sehr, sehr
order to
gruselig.
achieve that, I need to get to know you better. Can we talk about your childhood first? Your parents. When you're a child, your life revolves around them. What was your father like? Did you have a good relationship with him?
Ja, also ich finde Psychologen wirklich toll und die machen einen super Job, aber den Typen da, den finde ich echt gruselig. Wuchs ohne von ja, ich hatte einen tollen Vater.
Yeah, I had a great dad. I have very fond memories of my father. He was always there for me, no matter what I did. He never got angry or upset. I suppose I never really gave him any reasons to be. I was a good child, not perfect. But then again, no one's perfect. Whatever made me try to kill myself, it definitely has nothing to do with him.
Where is he now?
He died 6 years ago. Cancer.
Do you miss him?
Scheißkrebs.
Of course I miss him. How can you even ask me that?
It's my job to ask these questions, Susan. Let's talk about your mother now. What was she like? Would you care to tell me about her?
Ich hatte eine wunderbare Mutter. Ich hatte eine grauenhafte Mutter. Bloß als ich noch ein Kind war. Ich hatte eine
I
wunderbare
can't
Mutter.
complain. My mum was great. She brought me up well. Me and her. We were like best friends. Like soulmates. We did everything together. She passed away 7 years ago. When Dad first got diagnosed with cancer, it was too much for her. He kept pretending he was fine, but she just couldn't take it. Her heart gave up. She died quickly. My father kept fighting it. Another 8 months of illness and intensive chemo finally beat him, though. He thought he was unbeatable, but he wasn't.
Okay, I'm beginning to get a better picture. That's enough about your parents for now. Let's take 2 minutes, and we will talk about something else.
I need to
Okay.
get out of this place. I hate hospitals. Besides, I really want to go home and forget all about this.
Oh ja, hast du Krankenhäuser auch? Nein, ganz sicher nicht. Kissen? Besuche? Wenn ich dieses Kissen nur anschaue, frage ich mich, wie viele Leute mit ihrem Kopf darauf gestorben sind. Oh, ja. Es wurde seitdem sicherlich oft gewaschen, aber es läuft mir trotzdem noch kalt den Rücken runter. Wenn ich so darüber nachdenke, ich bin hier auch fast gestorben. Warte, ich bin hier für einen Moment gestorben, oder? Schau unter das Kissen. Nichts Interessantes unter dem Kissen. Uhr. Wir haben so und so viel Uhr. Wir haben Uhr. Die Zeiger sind auf 10:08 Uhr stehen geblieben. Wahrscheinlich ist sie kaputt. Oder vielleicht braucht sie nur neue Batterien. Oder hat das was ganz anderes zu bedeuten? Handschuhständer. Untersuche. Voller Gummihandschuhe. 3 verschiedene Größen. Einen Handschuh nehmen, viele Handschuhe nehmen. Ich nehme gleich mehrere. Okay, hinein. Ich möchte noch ans Waschbecken. Mach kaltes Wasser an, heißes Wasser an. Den Wasser noch, also ein bisschen kaltes Wasser ins Gesicht, oder? Waschbecken. Ich mach mal wieder aus. Okay, also wir können hier anscheinend dann Wasser besorgen. Medikamentenblatt. Lese. Eine Liste der Medikamente für die Patientin in Zimmer 2. Das bin dann wohl ich. Ich bekomme scheinbar viele Beruhigungsmittel. Das, was ich mir hier geben könnte, ein Pferd bewusstlos machen und ihm für eine Woche Kopfschmerzen bereiten. Könnte auch Halluzinationen und Paranoia auslösen. So, sie, nicht ich. Wie grotesk. Warum würden sie mir all das geben wollen? Ich bin nicht verrückt, das weiß ich ganz sicher. Wenn nicht jemand verrückt ist, dann derjenige, der mir ohne medizinischen Grund all diese Medikamente verschrieben hat. Blumen. Untersuche. Ein Strauß Margariten. Ich hasse Blumen. Auf keinen Fall nehme ich sie mit. Ich mag keine Blumen. Erst recht keine Margariten. Ich mag keine Blumen. Es ist mir total egal, wie sie riechen. Tür. Geh hinein. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich mich in ein anderes Bett legen will. Ich schau mal unter das Kissen. Nichts Interessantes. Hallo. Entlassungsbrief. Lese. Ein Entlassungsschreiben für Ann Burton, momentan Patientin in Zimmer 1. Scheinbar hat sie sich selbst eingeliefert und kann gehen, wann immer sie will. Nimm mit.
Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
Yeah? Well, maybe you shouldn't leave them out on the desk for everyone to see.
If you are looking for something to read, we have some magazines for patients here.
Thanks, but I think I'll pass.
Akten. Untersuche die Akten. Das müssten die Patientenakten sein. Sie sind auf dem Tisch aufgestapelt.
Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
I'll go and get it, shall I?
I'm sorry, are you one of the housekeepers? Why did you dress up as a patient?
I just can't stand mess, that's all. And there's no need to be sarcastic.
Who's being sarcastic?
Okay, können wir denn mit dir reden? Schau sie an. Ich wette, sie glaube, diese rote Brille macht sie attraktiv. Ich kenne Leute wie sie nur zu gut. Sie ist sehr engagiert im Job und gleichzeitig total hirnlos und engstirnig. Rede mit ihr. Ich möchte jetzt nach Hause gehen.
Well, so would I. But there are procedures and a system in place. I can't just let you go like that.
What?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come and talk to you in a minute, all right?
Kann ich bitte telefonieren? Ist Liz hier?
Can I make a phone call, please?
Oh, yes, of course. But the phone's being used at the moment. Can you please come back in 5 minutes? Thanks.
Bitte, bitte. Nicht zu höflich, meine Liebe. Okay, dann war ich mir nach
Is Liz here?
And who's Liz?
That young nurse who was here last night. Black hair, very chatty. She said her name was Liz.
I'm sorry. A lot of people come through here. I can't remember everyone's name. Can you return to your bed now, please? It's nearly time for your medication. I can't be chasing around after every single patient.
Beg your pardon?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come and talk to you in a minute, all right?
Das ist aber komisch. Entschuldigung, wo ist der Ausgang? Wenn Sie mich durch, ich gehe nach Hause.
Let me through. I'm going home.
Can I see the discharge letter first? If you haven't been discharged by the doctors, I'm afraid I can't let you through.
You have no right. I am a free person, and I'll do what I want. I'm not staying here a minute longer.
I'll have to see the letter first. May I ask what your name is?
Mein Name ist Susan, mein Name ist Mary Smith. Warum Mary Smith?
My name is Mary Smith. Let me through, please.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do for you, Mum. You should talk to the doctor first and come back with a letter and some form of identification.
Ja. I'm not a number, I'm a free man. Das muss die Patientin aus Zimmer 2 sein. Schau an. Noch eine Selbstmordpatientin? Seltsam. Sieht aus wie jemand, den ich kenne.
Hi. Are you all right? Can we talk for a minute?
I can't talk. Please, just leave me alone.
I'm trapped here, just like you. I'm trapped here, just like you.
Trapped? I don't know. It's just so hard to think without it. But you're a stranger. And you're not one of those lovely nurses either. They look after me so well. I trust the nurses like I trusted my mother.
I just want to talk. I need your help.
Unless it's Mother who sent you. Was it her? Please tell me it was her.
Yeah, sure. I'm a good friend of your mother.
I missed her so much. I can't remember you very well. But you should know this. If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
Yeah, sure I do. Now, let me ask you.
What is it?
Oh, well...
What is my mother's name?
Jean, Mary, Elizabeth, Mandy. Weiß nicht. Ich versuch's mal mit Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
No, you're wrong. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Okay, wahrscheinlich müssen wir die andere Schwester loswerden. Aber wie? Ich will hier wirklich nicht schlafen. Außerdem bin ich eh nicht müde. Okay, ich wollte es mal versuchen. Was habe ich denn hier unten? Namensarmband. Ah, interessant, okay. Handschuhe. Okay. Nochmal zum Waschbecken. Kaltes Wasser. Und dann die Handschuhe. Ich dachte, vielleicht können wir ja Wasserbomben draus machen. Ja. Jetzt da. Wie hätte ich das Waschbecken? Ich versuch's nochmal. Nee, okay. Machen wir raus. So. Lass das Wasser laufen. So. Vielleicht Margaret.
If you really are a friend, you will know the name that haunts me.
But I know it.
Mandy Sorellis. Da ist keine Margarite oder so.
I don't know.
No, of course you don't. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Ja, mache ich ja. Haben wir hier irgendwas? Medikamentenblatt. Eine Liste der Medikamente für die Patientin in Zimmer 1 und einige Notizen. Dem Zettel zufolge heißt sie Anne Burton und ist 35 Jahre alt. Sie nimmt viele Beruhigungsmittel und hat schon eine lange Geschichte von Drogenmissbrauch. Darüber hinaus scheint sie Methadon als Heroinersatzdroge zu nehmen. Und auf der Seite steht, dass sie eine Privatpatientin ist, die auf eigenen Wunsch hier ist, die Glückliche. Ich glaube, ich komme nicht so einfach aus der Station raus. Glückliche. Ist sie sogar freiwillig hier einliefert, ne? Hier mal hinein. Upsala, das wollte ich nicht. So. Ja, als erstes mache ich mal das Waschbecken hier heißes Wasser an, damit auch das Krankenhaus schön viel Kosten hat. Gut, die Uhr. 11:40 Uhr stehen geblieben. Okay. Auch irgendwas zu bedeuten, dass die alle stehen bleiben. Sind denn alle Uhren in diesem Krankenhaus kaputt? Oder du, meine Liebe? Da suche. Gummihandschuhe. 3 verschiedene Größen. Nimm einen Handschuh. Hauptsache, wir haben's. Ich kann's immer noch. Gar nichts davon. Das geht immer noch nicht. Oh, das gerade nicht. Okay. Bett. Lege dich hinein. Ich schlafe nicht in fremden Betten. Warum denn nicht? Kissen. Ein dreckiges Kissen. Gut, runtergeschaut haben wir schon. Nichts Interessantes. Bett. Uhr. Handschuhe, Waschbecken, Medikamenten. Schwester, Rede. Bitte telefonieren. Ich fühle mich schon viel besser. Können wir bitte entlassen? Ist das hier?
Can I make a phone call, please?
Oh, yes, of course. But the phone's being... Can you please...
Okay,
Thanks.
immer noch 5 Minuten. Oh, ich sehe gerade, die Zeit ist schon wieder rum. Ja, dann vielen Dank fürs Einschalten bei dem doch sehr eigenen Let's Play. Aber bin schon gespannt, wie es weitergeht. Dann hoffentlich bis zur nächsten Folge. Bis dahin, tschüss.